Hello, friends. Well, you can guess. It's Blain here in my basement studio at the end of March 2023. And I'm staring at a wall full of posters that I'd put up probably around the time I first moved into this place, and that might more than 25 years. And this poster wall has been covered by a green screen for the last few years since pandemic time and all the streaming adventures. But tomorrow it's getting cleaned up and not painted yet, maybe, but a big cleanup. And so before I tear down all these posters, I'm giving myself and you a little tour. This is my life here. If we're going to go back to the early days, there I am. That was a poster from my time in Montreal when we put out Don't Forget Your Mother. And I was kind of looking a bit like Dr. John in those days, eh? And then I got down here when I got to Toronto. The gals from Blue Willow, the first people to hire me to play in this town, and we had some good times. Look at this. That's a poster of Anson Funderburg. I remember meeting him at Jeff Healy's club. He signed this poster for me. But no, these posters are coming down, and I don't think I can bring them down delicately. But just to give you and myself, this is going to come back in my Facebook memories. That will be a beautiful thing. That was a showcase in Quebec that I did. Look at that. That's the old Montreal Bistro. I played there a few times with Professor Piano. I loved playing with the prof. He was terrific. And what do we got here? Wang Dang Doodle, a Gala Blues Showcase. And there's a Toronto Blues Society guitar workshop. Did Albert Collins play a guitar workshop? No, maybe that was just looks like Cash McCall played though. And there's Long John Baldry. I had the privilege to play with him one time. I backed him up when I think Papa John King couldn't make it, so I got a call to sub in. That was a great adventure playing with Long John. Just driving with Long John was a great adventure. And remember Chicago's? Oh, there I was playing with John King at that place. And who else was in the band? Susie Vinnick. Susie's down there. She was playing bass. There's a Daisy DeBold poster. Ah, yes, dear Daisy. There's a Robert Johnson postcard. Oh, there's another Montreal Bistro. And there's hey, Harry Manx. He's coming to town. Look at that, personally autographed to Colorblind Brian. That must have been his first 8x10 glossy. And under this, I wonder if I can look up Blues de Canton. That was something we were doing in Quebec. And there's hey, vote for the marijuana party in 2000. Well, they were ahead of their time, weren't they? And there's a one-man blues band poster from Quebec. Is there a year on that? 84. Wowie zowie. Jimmy Johnson. I had a great connection with him. Well, one-time connection right there in Chicago when I saw him. He was standing outside his club on a break, and I said, you know, I've been playing this song of yours forever. It's called, what was it called? Strange How I Miss You. And he said, I don't remember that tune. And he asked his drummer. No, drummer didn't remember it. And then finally, I go in to hear the set, and he opens with a song that was exactly the same chords, but he had changed the lyrics. It was a new song. There's the Great Unknown, and she's a keyboard player, but I can't see her name, and it escapes me. There's a gig we did at, where was that? Silver Dollar, with Susie also. Saturday, August 5th. I wonder when that was. And this guy, Johnny V, he was a character, eh? He autographed that for me too. Brian, what does he say there? Keeping the blues alive. Are there always people behind the scenes? Yes, yes. Recognized for behind the scenes, all right. That's Hawaii. And there's There's a poster from the house concerts. Remember, went out with Alan Fraser to the Home Roots house concerts. That was just, I would love to do more house concerts. I'd love to do one house concert. Call me up. I'll come to your house, virtually or in person. Michael Pickett, look at Pickett. He's not playing too much these days. The Distillery Blues Festival, a great old blues festival that we remember. That's the one where I got sunstroke. I had to, I went with my pay to a bank machine, and I was so out of it that I left my card in the bank machine. So that was a bit of sunstroke there. There was the Rhythm and Blues Cruise. No, I wasn't on it. I got more posters down there at Drummondville Blues Festival. There's Wilcox, a lot of Wilcox. That's a poster from Restaurant Zlakta Hudahuna and in a Sobota. And it only cost 50 kroner to get in there. That's Czech Republic. There's some guitars. And this was probably the first poster I put up. First poster I kind of collected in Toronto. Johnny Lang, great kid. I met him. He was playing the horseshoe. He was just a teenager, kind of the Spencer McKenzie of his day. And all he wanted to do was play the pinball machine. He was going to do his set, but really he was locked in, or maybe it was some kind of video game, but I think it was a pinball machine. There's an old Blain poster with my curly hair. Look at that, the old days. And a Fraser and Bolt poster. And a Johnny Jones down there. Fathead, hey. Great memories with Fathead. Graham Kirkland, a national treasure he was, playing his drums on the street, except they weren't drums. They were kind of buckets. But then, what do we got up here, all along here? I love to party at the Cuddle Inn, Chicago, Illinois. Yes, we partied at the Cuddle Inn. What a scene that was. And the Southern Comfort Blues Festival. Wow. I got to ride in an elevator with Etta James. The Guitar Institute, folk music. Yes, we had some. Are you a pothead? Tanglefoot asking. Everybody ahead of their time. The Blues Foundation, still keeping the blues alive. No Music, No Life from Tower Records. No Music, No Life, no Tower Records. AFM, North American Traveling Musicians Union. Rhino, still doing good work. What do we got here? FJC is Frank Jones Corner in Jackson, Mississippi. I had a great time playing there. The show doesn't start till midnight at Frank Jones Corner. There's a guy outside with a barbecue cooking up sausages. And don't mess with Texas. Yeah. I was going to give that to Robin Banks, but I ended up sticking it on here. Gibson, CKUW. Oh, Mo Coffee. Good old Mo Coffee. He was really a treasure on the blues scene, too. An undiscovered treasure, but he was the real deal. Folk music played by folks, for folks. Gary Clark Jr., backstage VIP pass. I don't remember being backstage with Gary Clark Jr., but he started out, when he came to Toronto, nobody really knew who he was. Woodman's, that's where the inventor of the fried clams, my favorite dish. Fried clams, Max Seafood at Cape Cod, memories of Cape Cod. And, it's just chock full of memories. What we got, Lost and Profound, that was a group, the Baltimore Blues Society, good for Pop the Gator, where I got to meet Mel Brown. I showed up there and I wanted to jam. And I didn't have a guitar, and his guitarist was offering me a Strat, but I saw this big old Gibson on a stand, and I said, well, can I play that one? It turns out it was Mel Brown's treasured guitar, which I guess people didn't ask to play, but I didn't know better, and he let me play it, and he played organ with me. We had a great old jam, and I had a nice connection with Mel Brown. So did so many people. He was a mentor to many, eh? And there's a band that probably didn't quite get off the ground. I was lost in Walters Falls. Well, I got lost in my little poster collection. How about that? I'll be looking forward to seeing this pop up in my Facebook memories.